nothing's gonna break us. You know the power of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back, cause the past doesn't last. Long as we're together, just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got a pair of teams who come in on different paths. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
So 2nd and 10 here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On the toss, Bernard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, get them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when your running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go with Murray again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Two yards to go here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their big-bodied receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And this is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll run here with Bernard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. He oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a gain of 15 that time, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Here we go. What? 90. We got three.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They're going to look to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down. And never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
partnership together here from the D-line. Again, it's Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up a throw, and that'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this 2nd half. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Set! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39! 39!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Deep drop. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Fielded just inside the 30. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now a carry for Bernard, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. Now Bernard. And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here with Bernard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Bernard. And Bernard churning, and he lost the football. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that Good catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run again with Bernard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. 1, 9.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That is caught at the 7. One receiver left, 2 to the right. They're going to look to throw. Backing up. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing